Available to buy for $49 but yours for free with this edition of Computer Music, Ignite VST Areena is an algorithmic reverb plugin for Mac and PC with a refreshingly simple control set and a rich, characterful sound. It features two algorithms, plate and room, making it ideal for quickly and easily placing sources of all kinds in virtual space. In this video, we'll show you how to get up and running with Areena and take a look at each and every one of its controls. Ignite VST Areena is an algorithmic reverb for Mac and PC in VST and audio units formats, designed first and foremost to deliver realistic plate and room emulations, but capable of reaching into more unusual territory too. To be absolutely clear, this is the full and unrestricted plugin as sold for $49, yours for free only with Computer Music. With Areena installed, launch your DAW and load it up on an audio track to process a single sound, or an auxiliary send if you're planning to send multiple sources to it at once. The interface couldn't be more straightforward, with a clear and obvious layout and no pop-outs or hidden panels. You can freely resize it by dragging the bottom right corner. Presets are dealt with in the green LCD style display on the left. To load a preset, click the load button and choose from the list. Having made your own edits and tweaks, save your work into the preset list by clicking Save. To deactivate the plugin, click the bypass button. The mix knob sets the balance between the dry input signal and the wet reverb. If you're using Areena as an insert effect, adjust mix to get the relative levels of sound source and reverb how you want them. If you've got Areena loaded on an auxiliary channel, keep mix at 100% wet and use the send controls on individual source channels in your DAW's mixer to balance wet and dry instead. The pre-delay knob delays the early reflections, i.e. the start of the reverb, by up to 250 milliseconds, recreating the effect of those initial sound waves bouncing off increasingly distant surfaces. Use it to introduce separation between the source signal and the reverb, and give the impression of scale without lengthening the reverb tail via the room size knob, which we'll come to shortly. Areena features two algorithms, room and plate, selected using the switch at the top. Room emulates a real-world space, while plate emulates a plate reverb. That is, an enclosed, spring-suspended metal plate fed a source signal via a transducer mic, with the resulting vibrations captured by a contact mic. The plate algorithm is tighter, springier, and more obviously artificial than the more organic-sounding room. The reverb size dial does exactly what it says, governing the size of the room or plate, from very small at 0% to absolutely huge at 100%. At high settings, the reverb tail quickly builds up to a constant wash, which can be useful as a sound design tool. To tame excessive high frequencies in the tail, reach for the damping knob, which sets the speed at which they're faded out. Dealing with high frequencies at the other end of the signal path, the bandwidth knob sweeps a low-pass filter across the input. At 0%, the full frequency range is fed into the reverb, and turning bandwidth clockwise lowers the filter cutoff right down to complete attenuation of the entire spectrum at 100%. The stereo width knob narrows the reverb down when lowered, all the way to mono at 0%, while the modulation control dials in gentle pitch wobbling of the tail via a fixed rate LFO, handy for bringing in a touch of natural variation or as an overt effect. Finally, the input and output meters let you keep an eye on your incoming and outgoing signal levels. If you like Areena, which we're quite certain you will, be sure to check out Ignite VST's other plugins, including the 808 Studio Bass Synth, Heat Up 2 Rompler and Vice 1 Compressor. You can find them all at www.ignitevst.com.